Hello humans, it is I, Chipofthe, and today we're going to be showing you around the inside and outside of our travel trailer that we just bought. Now I am doing a voiceover of this part and me going around the outside because of the wind factor. You couldn't understand my voice in the video, so I'm talking about each and everything that I'm pointing at as in the voiceover so you guys can actually understand me. This is a trailer, a Layton 1970 trailer that we bought for $900, and we're very excited to show it to you today. We really wanted to show you the before so that you guys could see how it looked before as well as go through the process. I'm going to be making a video series on my channel about us going through the whole process of tearing it out and repairing it. Alright, so this is the towing side of the trailer. This is the front of it. Yeah, so this is the shade thing. It pops up. It doesn't stay up on its own. It needs clamps on the side. It opens to a big window that goes into the living room. Closing that. You're going to come over here to our crank thing. It's actually welded in place. We're going to have to replace it. We just have it on some bricks right now to stabilize it, along with another brick back there to stabilize that over here. And this is our brake connector. It obviously got dragged along the ground while we were parking it somehow. We're going to have to fix that. It's going to suck. It was really hard to put on in the first place. And then here we have where we put our two propane tanks. This is the propane gauge thing. And here is the electrical wires for the brakes and stuff. And it just connects to the back, and this is obviously the front of it. Over here we have some warnings about the gas and for low voltage only. We'll have to figure that out later. And yeah, we're gonna go over to this side of the trailer. We have our windows over here. You can see through them. The screens aren't in that great a shape, but they're there. We got some vents and stuff. Over here we have our don't actually know what this is. It's very rusted, but in it it's a water heater. We have a steel tank, water tank, and then it goes into this water heater, so that's nice. This thing doesn't actually open. I don't know what's behind it. We'll have to figure that out later. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. There we go. Come on, Jamie, get it together. Come on, get it together, girl. Okay. So moving on back here, we have our vent for the oven. And then we have our vent for the fridge. It actually has a lock in it, but the guy didn't give us a key, so we're gonna have to just bust through that at some point. Going around to the back here and show you. It's got some storage space here. This drops down like that, held by those chains. We have a water tank over here. We have an extra wheel, the T thing for the tires, and some wires up here for a light, but we haven't gotten to attach it. There's some rod over there that we're gonna have to deal with, and then there's this cord that goes to the house. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Actually close this up. There we go. We access the wires, and you can see that goes into the house. The guy who had it before us had to cut him because it was going underneath a garage. So we're gonna have to fix that eventually to see what works in the house. And this is a steel bar down here, so it's very heavy duty. There's wheels on the bottom to prevent it from scraping. But we actually notice, you can kind of see there, is that our drainage tank, let's get a better look at it on this side. Our drainage is very low, and it kept scraping while we were driving, so we're gonna have to fix that because we don't need it to be scraping all like that. Alright, I'm gonna walk this way. Go around to the front door side of it. Here we have another thing. He broke the lock. You can see under here is the bathroom sink. Our other sinks are porcelain, so that's kind of interesting. It's got some, looks like some water damage here. So that'll be fun to fix. So just put that back in place. We come over this way. We have our windows. You can see the screens are pretty damaged. We have an outside plug down here, and showing you the damaged screens here. This is our front door. I'm going to go ahead and close it here. And yeah, this is the front side. This is the only window that actually has a crack in it, so that's nice otherwise. And this is where we fill up our water tank. We just put a hose in there and fill it on up. It's nice, easy access. Then we have this step here. It's loose on one side, so we just got some blocks from my house to help stabilize it so that it's easy to get in and out of. And yeah, so why don't we go on inside. Alright, so this is our trailer. So we're gonna start over here on this side of the trailer. Really old curtains that are like breaking as we speak. There's window there. This is a curtain for privacy, and this is supposed to be a bed, but boy, that it pulls out is a little weird. Here, I'll pull it up to show you. So that's how it pulls out. It doesn't like drop down or anything. We were supposed to be able to fit like a twin bed up here, but it seems like it would be really crowded. So we'll probably use that for storage. And it's weird that they put this privacy curtain in here, but it's in the center. So that doesn't really make sense. But alright, you can see there's some damage up there. We haven't been able to rip anything down, like we just got this, so. And there's damage over there as well. He left us this cool, like, mat thing. That was nice. So down in here we have our dinette. It's a U-shaped. We're probably not going to keep it because I don't really have a use for it. I mean, I guess we could eat there, but like we probably won't. This removes and goes down into a like big bed, basically. It looks like it would be maybe a full. Anyways, and then there's this big window back here. It's pretty standard, you saw it from the outside, but it looks like there was some leakage along the bottom, so it's not sealed properly. We got a window over here. This is taped, so we don't actually know what's behind here. It was taped when we got it, so I'm going to cut this open and see what's inside. Up here we have one of those vent things, and we have lights. All of our lights are very old. They're not like all the fancy stuff. Now, this is our tool thing in my purse. Over here is another window. It's a window, and if you lift this up, there's storage inside of here. So that's kind of nice. And then under here, we have a hose that goes to that heater, water heater that you saw outside. Let me see this. And that looks like some kind of look. There's another one over here. There's a storage space, and that looks like the rest of the water tank. Yeah, that's the water tank. It's metal, which is heavy. Explains why this thing was so heavy. These look like this looks like it lifts up. Oh, this lifts up for access to the water tank. That's nice. Alright, moving over this way. Up here we have cabinets. They're really old. We got our breaker box right here. We don't know that anything works in here because he didn't plug it in and doesn't know the history of the trailer. So that's a thing. There's our counter space. It's a little outdated, so we'll probably get some of that counter paint. That'll be nice. This is a porcelain sink. Nice and heavy. It's porcelain, it's green. I don't really like it, whatever. Down here we have drawers. A lot of these drawers are broken. We have this thing, which is really nice. So just a little bit of extra counter space here. That's nice. We got our drawers. The drawers are really old. We have this is access to the water piping for the sink. And that's more water piping. And there's a real well under there. This is an oven, obviously. It's very tiny. I love it. I actually really want to keep it, but we don't know if it works or not. It might just end up being storage space. We already started peeling some of the stuff off because you can see that's coming off. This is the stove top. This goes back and folds right here. And then it's 4 burners. It goes off propane. So this was actually really rusted, and he cleaned it up for us, so that was nice. Well, not for us, for whoever was buying it, but that's fine. Up here we have some, it looks like dry rot, but it might be water damage. We have to really tear this down to be able to see, but there's no staining on the paper. This is where the bed would go. We're probably gonna turn it into a couch, and then our bed will be over in the dinette area. So this pulls out like that, and I'm pretty sure it just stops right there. It should. And then you can put your bed here. You can put a futon here. We'll probably end up putting like a futon here, and then pull it out if we ever have guests, but I doubt that we will. It just pushes back like that. Underneath here is the wheel well. There's a little bit of storage space on this side of the wheel well because there's actually a space where you can go underneath it. It's got webs and stuff. We'll figure that out though. Yeah, it's got like extra storage down here. These drawers have come off though. They're not actually on there, but that's fine. Over here we have our heater, and we have this drawer for some reason. This is the controls. Does it pull out? No. No, it doesn't actually open. But this is just come off actually. This is for the controls. Up here we have our swamp cooler. I'll show you that on the outside when we get to it. You just pull these open, and I think it actually has water in it right now. But this is a swamp cooler. It just plugs in right there, and it's useful. I'm just casually zooming in on it because we're gonna get to it. That's our swamp cooler, just sitting on top. There's an ugly palm tree. I hate palm trees. I hate them so much. This has a pin. This is our fridge. It has a pin to keep it in place when we're moving it, but we're not moving it for a while, so it's out. Yeah, this is our fridge. We have a little freezer up here. It doesn't open all the way, which kind of sucks, but whatever. We have to see if it even works. This runs off of propane, only propane, so that should be interesting. Yeah, that should open controls, because that's where you light it. Here's a mirror. This is the actual mirror from 1970. It was really, really beat up when he first got it. He ended up cleaning it up, and that's what it looks like. You notice all the lights in here are older, so we don't know if they work or not. We're probably gonna replace them with LEDs because LEDs give off less heat, and they can be brighter. So coming into our bathroom, so this is our door. It doesn't fit very well. You have to like push it. I think it's actually swollen. It doesn't have like a lock or anything. It's just a hole right there. It's a little handle. But kind of keep it closed. It's got a little hook on the back, so that's kind of nice. This is our closet. Okay, this is really cool to me because usually these kind of things don't have this kind of, and they don't usually have hanging space. But we have a huge closet, and then there's drawers underneath. Oh, this one's something else. Have more shelves and stuff. This will probably end up being our closet and everything where we keep all our bathroom stuff and stuff. And anything else we might need to store in here. There's a vent up here, but it's jammed. I don't know why, so we'll have to fix that. This is another porcelain sink. We'll probably get rid of it because it's porcelain, and we don't like porcelain. Not that we don't like porcelain, it's just really heavy, so that's a thing. Here we have like a medicine drawer. This is the sliders to keep it from sliding everywhere while we're, you know, traveling and stuff. It's got a light switch, but it's not hooked up, so nothing turns on. This is a toilet. There's a septic tank underneath. Just a standard toilet. We're gonna get rid of it because we don't like those. This is more storage space underneath and access to the sink. You saw this opens up on the side over here. Not that you can see it from the inside, but it opens up over there, and then you can access it from the outside as well. Alright, we're going to turn around and have you stand over there. This is our shower tub area. This was really nice that it had it in here. It's got a shower rod, it's got some paper peeling. It might have a little bit of water damage once we take this paper off. We don't know. There's a window here that opens, it's really nice, and there's actually like a shower thing, and it has a little pause flip thing. So that's nice. And then it comes down into our tub. This tub is crazy. It's crazy that it's even in here. This is a cast iron tub. That's cast iron. It's gonna be a big project and we hope that you guys will come along on the adventure with us. It's 16 foot. I forgot to say that. It's a 16 foot Layton 1970 trailer. It's aluminum framing.
Alright, that's all I have, guys. Bye, humans.